better question is, who remembers what happened last?
That's the spirit, Ian.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been several hot minutes.
Let me see what I can remember. I remember that Vaughn is holding concentration on summon Earth Elemental, which I could not figure out for about a minute when I was staring at the screen. I'm like, why do I have him marked as he's concentrating on something? We are in a place, some sort of cavern. I believe we had to swim here, and I'm pretty sure Agni died for like a second or was about to die. Um,
I drowned for a little bit. I'm okay now.
Yeah, so we had to swim underground to get to it. Um, Sorry, I just remember the Agni going limp thing. Anyway, we just went underground to get here. We are looking for the other half of the Jade from the Jade Quag, which is up here for some reason, for the Dreadlord. And this is like our vacation, I guess, slash us looking into the riddle of the final mission Vaughn had for the team, or Vaughn conveyed to the team. Before Agni goes back and starts planning or gets engaged again, proposes even though she's engaged, starts planning a wedding. I don't know. That part is still a question to me, but
We were in that weird loopy place.
yeah, that place was fucking strange. Was that last session or the session before?
I have that. That's the last thing I wrote about. So, was our last session on June 5th?
I can't remember the dates.
I don't know. Google decided I have to confirm my password, and I don't fucking know what my password is.
Okay. Let's see. We dealt with that. We investigated some bodies. Vaughn pulled out a tentacle thing that seemed slightly different from the ones that we pulled out from the members of COTS, like they were more advanced tentacles.
Oh,
so that's
yeah.
all I got. I mean, I have more about like that day, but that's like the last bullet point I have.
Yeah, we got those. Remember, we were in that like area that kept looping, basically, and it was like all the time was kind of fucked up. It's like we're going back in time. And then those like weird invisible guys attacked us, and then we pulled that weird tentacle thing out of it, and it doesn't seem like it's like the Deep's tentacle thing. It's like manufactured.
Yeah. And now you're in that cave. So when you guys first entered the cave after resuscitating Agni, she decided to swim farther than she could breathe. You guys were met with two different directions, blocked up by some like strangely positioned boulders. I believe it was Agni trying to push them out of the way before her hands sunk in, and they turned out to be some sort of oozes that were able to harden their skin at will. You guys fought them for a little bit, not too much trouble for you guys, considering how strong you are, but you did manage to fight through them and destroy them. And as of right now, you traveled a bit further, finding what looked to be the quarters for abandoned quarters for people who probably used to live here at some point. There wasn't really anything interesting. It just looked like there were piles of ash around the place and broken furniture and such.
And I remember the piles of ash were across from like windows or something.
There were holes in the wall behind them,
right.
like big divots. And then very last thing was Agni found like a musty, misty, kind of like looking room filled with small to large mushrooms that kind of sunk down a little bit.
Well, damn. Cool.
I'm gonna go get my glasses. One second.
Oh, there we go. All my chroma wasn't on, and I just realized it. I was like, wait, it looks darker by my hands. I realized none of it was on, but now it is.
So you guys can take it from there. Agni, in front of you is what I just described, like the musty, kind of misty. There's like a fog, kind of maybe a foot and a half coming off the ground.
My bad. I'm back. Are we just walking around now, or are
Yeah,
we doing
we've
something?
started.
Okay. I trust these mushrooms. I'm gonna like do my best to avoid them, but I'm gonna walk through this area.
Okay. You take your first step in. It kind of like dips down, almost like a small, um, like a small dip in the rock you were just walking on. As you kind of step in, your foot sinks in, probably like 6 or so inches. And then the farther you get in, the more it sinks to a max about maybe up to your ankles.
Okay, but is it? Can I still walk, or am I stuck?
You can throw a car over your head. I don't think a foot of gross mud slime stuff is gonna stop you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep walking. If I start to sink like knee up to my knees, then I'm gonna. Well, I'll be stopped then. I'll just be standing there.
Okay. As you continue forward, about when you get like dead center, you sink probably about up to your mid shins, and if you try to take another step forward, you realize it's kind of going up now, and you start pulling yourself out.
Okay, awesome. That
Vaughn
wasn't so bad.
is gonna order Rocky, kind of like poke his head out for a second, and he's like, "Hey, Rocky, can you go through there, see if there's anything weird in the dirt?"
You're gonna send him through the mud.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
I'm
Uh,
sure he can see. He's got blind sense, I think. I would imagine. Otherwise, he just blindly charging through walls and dirt and shit. Oh, tremor sense. That's what it is. My bad.
yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
have
move him
him.
through.
Gonna have him search it.
Okay. For him, roll I guess an investigation check.
Sure. Bond's Earth Elemental. He is gonna make an investigation check. Is that intelligence or
Yeah,
wisdom? Oh,
that's intelligence.
that's unfortunate. Ah, a 13. That's actually really good for him.
That's not bad. He spends probably you send him out. He spends probably about 60 seconds. Like with his speed, he is able to clear the whole area
Mhm.
pretty fast. So he does like a thorough check, and he comes back to you. Uh, it's not an elemental of many words, obviously, but he
Yeah.
comes back and he says, "Mud mushrooms,
Ah, Rocky, you can talk.
really sticky." And you see because he's kind of been rolling around and he's pretty much covered in this mud. It's
Okay.
like sticky yellowish. It died from the mushrooms, kind of mud.
Mm. Fawn's gonna ask if he can surf on Rocky's back across the mud, just because he thinks it'll look cool.
Yeah.
All right, Vaughn's gonna do that.
All right. What are you doing? Like a piggyback, or you hopping on his like neck?
No,
area?
like literally, like I'm gonna surf on him, like a surfboard.
Oh, you're gonna stand.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
that's why I asked if I could surf on him.
You take your 2 steps. Your feet kind of the mud kind of tracks on like the soles of your shoes, and he carries you across.
Bond strikes a surf and pose as he does it.
All right, looks nice.
Cool. Right, Vaughn will high five Rocky.
He high fours you back.
Hell yeah.
So where does this mud start?
Just about where you can see on the map.
There's this one here and this one.
Yeah, the other part's the deeper mud. The one closest to you is where the mud starts.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was just gonna try to wade through it a little bit.
Okay, you're a bit
just-
taller than Agni, so it doesn't really track up to your half shins. It goes maybe a bit higher than your ankles at the most, but you make it across without an issue.
Okay. He's just gonna avoid those mushrooms as well.
I'm just gonna put Rocky in the wall because he's big.
Yeah, it's fine.
Same deal. You get the mud on you. Same with your zombies if you're sending them through.
Yep.
Once they're on the other side, Azra's gonna prestidigitate the mud off of himself.
Okay, you go to press to digitate the mud off of yourself. It does not come off.
Oh, alright. He's gonna just try to wipe it off. See if that works.
You cast a spell and you see like normally it would just disappear. Nothing really happens. So you reach down to kind of scrape it off your boots. It's now stuck to your hand.
He sighs really, really deeply. Arya?
What?
I think this mud is magical. I think it's the same deal with that crap in those trees we found.
Okay.
Is it trying to eat you, Azra?
Kind of. A little bit.
You see here, you see to your right, there's like a loop that kind of opens up. You can't really see what's on the end of it because of the rock in the center, but there seems to be a pathway to the right and then obviously a hallway to the left.
I'm going this way.
Alright, well, I don't want to lose you, so I guess I will also go this way.
I am an independent woman who don't need no man.
Well, maybe you're independent, but I'm not.
That's sad. You want to hold my hand? Are you okay?
Sure. Azra will hold out his clean hand.
Vaughn will follow, just because he doesn't want to lose anyone.
Alright, so you guys
And
reach
Rocky
the
will
corners.
follow through the wall.
Yeah. You guys reach the corners, you see it opens up to the south. And it opens up to the north.
Well, this looks like a fun room.
As you roll me perception as you walk in.
Okay. Thought I was
Shit,
about to
Dillon
die
started
on
labeling stuff.
Yes. First thing you notice, there's like a thin gas kind of like coming out of the cracks in the walls, similar to like the fog you saw where the mushrooms are. It looks about the same, like it's just pouring out of the walls. Maybe there's like fungus hidden farther up. And you also notice like deteriorated like iron bars, almost like a wall setup with a door that's fallen off its hinges. And there are like 3 locked chests on the top of the hill.
Huh. Okay. I'm going to walk straight up to the chest, I guess. Is the hill steep? Can I like get up?
Yeah, the hill kind of like perches its way upwards. It's probably like to get to the top from the bottom, it's probably about a 20-foot climb. It's not like completely vertical. You can like track it up. It's just a very steep incline.
If I throw Azra, will he make it up there?
I mean, I could just run up there.
Yeah, but I'm holding your hand and you don't know I'm gonna pick you up and throw you. That's fun.
I guess so.
So what's happening?
How far would I be able to throw Azra? Like,
Maybe.
if I can throw him to the top of the hill, then I'm gonna do that. But if that's not something Agni can do, then I won't.
It would depend. I'll have you roll in athletics, and I'll have Azra roll in acrobatics.
Okay.
Because you're pretty strong, and Azra's very light.
It's not that light.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay. With a 20, you manage to stick the landing. You only manage to throw Azra maybe about 10 feet in front of you.
He kind of just like whips around. He's like, Agni, I can run up this hill. You did not need to throw me.
But you're not an independent man. You need help.
Well, now I'm an independent man because I'm up here all alone.
So proud of you, buddy.
Alright, well, just stay down there, I guess. He will continue his ascent. What is this great thing here? Is it a door?
That's like the rusted door that's fallen off the hinges and slid down the hill.
Okay. He's just gonna peek inside first to see what's in here.
As you get closer, you notice, aside from the chest that Agni was able to point out, there's actually a door in the wall. Looks like it was originally like carved in, and then like an actual metal door was placed into the carving.
There's a door over here, guys. He's gonna just take a look at this chest here. See if it's locked or anything.
Okay. There is like a simple lock on it, but it looks extremely rusted to the point where you could probably just smash it off.
Alright, he's just gonna smash it then.
Okay, roll the hit.
What if he misses? Hold on one second.
Yeah, 15 definitely hits. You don't have to roll damage, it's got 1 HP for a lock. You manage to smash the lock as it kind of hits the ground and turns to a bit of dust.
He's gonna open up that chest carefully, kind of, you know, leaning back in case something jumps out or a cloud of dust comes out.
Okay. You grab kind of like the tip of the chest with your dagger and slowly lift it. And as you do lift it, there's like a little bit of a hole to it. As you kind of lift it up a bit, and with your passive perception, you notice a string gets pulled. And Vaughn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Okay, with a 20, I'll let you choose. In or out?
Out.
Alright. As you open up the chest, Azra, you hear this loud kind of like grinding sound as Vaughn, you jump out of the way as this massive stone wall flops down.
I was just gonna poke his head out here like, what happened? Oh my god.
You've doomed us. We're
I've doomed us.
What did you do?
You two inside, you start to hear the sound of that gas now pouring inside.
Agni?
I can't believe you've done this to me.
Vaughn would order Rocky to get in there and try to help them out.
Alright, that's fine. As Rocky does enter, Agni, you see 2 parts of the ground begin to rumble and shake. I need you all to roll initiative for me.
Oh my god.
As kind of like out of the ground, the earth kind of like erupts with flame and more earth.
Does Rocky have his own initiative? It's been so long since I've done this.
I think we
I
can't
think
even remember what we
I
did.
feel like we did.
Yeah, we'll give him his own. As you see, two elementals about the same size as Rocky, but within the cracks of their body, you see kind of like flame and almost magma pouring out. One sec. Let me roll their initiative. And immediately to start off combat, I need Agni and Azra to roll me con save. Or not, no, you don't roll me con saves. You just take 1d4 poison damage. You each take 1 point of poison damage.
Fun.
I think I might take less. Let me check.
Alright.
Oh, Pete, you bastard.
What?
Not Pete and Chet. Other Pete Park.
Oh, okay. Wait, what do you do?
So he remember how he posted about he found that site where you could play Advanced Wars online?
Yeah.
Well, I have our game open, and he just figured it out. I have our game open, and apparently when it's open, they're online. You can see what they're doing in real time, and he is being a dickhead. But he just discovered I had a Neo tank in hiding for him, so sucks, Mr. Park.
Due to Infernal Constitution, I take half poison damage.
Okay, so you'll take nothing.
Okay.
And starting off the turn order, he is going to move towards you, Agni Kai. And as he heads towards the source of the gas, it ignites. I need both of you to make dex saves. Not you, Agni. You're immune to fire. Sorry,
Oh.
I forgot about that.
It was a nat one, anyways.
Azra, the 25 and your, I believe it's evasion, you don't take any damage either. It's this massive. You guys feel the room shake on the other side of that rock wall as there is a massive explosion. And he's going to start off attacking you. So 23 hit, Agni Kai?
That's a great question. Yes, it does.
All right. That is 22 bludgeoning, and you don't take any fire damage.
Damn.
Vaughn, you hear the sound of it's very muffled aside from the explosion, but you hear the sound of ruckus going on in there.
All right, Vaughn cannot rage because he's concentrating. He is going to pop out. He's gonna pop out Giant's Bane, and he's just gonna start recklessly attacking the wall.
All right, roll the hit for me. 28 hits.
Cow.
What's that? 10 damage.
Oh, that's if it's a giant creature.
Oh, okay. All right, you managed to take a chunk out of the wall.
All right, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. And
Good
yeah,
job.
30 hits, definitely.
16
Alright.
slashing.
Another chunk comes out of the wall, but it's still standing.
Gotcha. And Vaughn's gonna like yell to the ring, Rocky! I don't know, Rocky, are you okay? Save those two.
All right. Is that your turn, Vaughn?
Yeah, that's his turn.
Agni Kai, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hit it real hard. And maybe it'll die. Who knows? Fucking.
18 hits. Nine plus 7, 16. Okay. You take your hammer, you swing at it, and you feel like the vibration go back through your arms. You did take you broke some of a little bit of the small rubble off of its chest, but it's still standing strong.
Okay. I'm going to move around it to there.
Okay.
That's
that your
my
go?
turn. Yeah.
It's Rocky's turn.
All right, Rocky Rocky's gonna smash. So I was like, what window do I have Rocky's stuff in? Rocky is going to. Actually, he's gonna. No, he's in attack range of this one. He's just gonna slam the guy. He's gonna slam green one.
Okay. Are Rocky's attacks magical?
No.
All right. Thank you. Rocky goes to punch this hot Rocky. It does some damage. Doesn't seem to do as much as Rocky would like.
Okay. Then he is gonna try to do it again. For 22 to hit for 13, and that's gonna be reduced damage.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then, he is going to burrow 15 feet down.
Sounds good. Just he's not there. Just keep him in mind. Yeah.
There.
All right.
50 feet down, and he's gonna move. He's gonna keep moving. No, not Vaughn. Defense Scalion's elemental. He's gonna move an additional feet. 5, 10, 15 feet there.
Okay. I just realized I messed up the order of these guys. This guy attacked Agni, so we'll put him there.
Oh,
Number one hasn't
awkward.
gone yet. Yeah, my bad.
It's all good.
Now it's number one's turn. Number one is going to. Azra, you see this creature kind of not even turn around. Its face disappears from view of Agni and reappears on its back towards you, Azra. And you see his eyes begin to glow brightly as these beams fire out of his eyes towards you. It's a 25 hit.
Yeah, this dude's got fucking laser vision.
His molten gaze. You take 27 points of fire damage, reduced by half because of your tiefling heritage. I need you to make a con saving throw.
Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, what is half of 27? While I make this?
We'll do 13.
Okay. Eee.
A 10. You feel almost like a burning sensation on your leg as your flask has melted and dripped to the floor.
His flask?
Your flask, yes.
Does he have? Okay, that's okay.
It is one of the only 3 items on your character sheet.
I don't usually use my character sheet for items. Let's see what it
Then
is.
pick an item at random. It is destroyed.
Nope. But
That's not magical.
I got you now. The flask of alcohol. Gotcha.
All right. Arya, as predictable as they are, your friends have gotten trapped once again.
Oh no, who could ever have seen this coming?
Not I.
Nope. I always enjoy running into caves and touching all of the things without looking. I don't know. Anyways, seeing Fawn's idea, because she doesn't have a fucking better idea, she's gonna have her 2 zombies help him out and attempt to break this freaking wall.
Okay, make your attacks.
Go ahead, guys. Stanley first.
I'll say to speed this up, the wall's AC is 17.
Thanks.
20 hits.
They only get 1 attack, right? It's been so long.
Yeah, they do. They only get 1.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, they start carving at the wall as well as Vaughn.
Alright, the wall's still there.
Is Arya doing anything?
So I guess. Oh, is the wall there still?
Yeah, wall's still standing.
Okay, yeah.
What are you told the deading?
The wall.
Okay.
Fuck this wall.
As the wall doesn't really have anything, you just throw your cantrip at the wall. It doesn't have a wisdom score, so the spell doesn't really work. But you did your due diligence. Azra, it rounds back up to you. Your flask is now melted to the floor, and you see these 2 massive hulking figures kind of standing near Agnikai.
Don't like that. He's gonna actually look around this little area here and see if he can find like a way to bring that wall back up by, like, you know how the thread thing is what brought the wall down by, like,
Yeah.
triggering it? If there's a way to, like, undo it. Kind of like if there was a switch, like if somebody knew how to do it.
Okay, so tell me what you're gonna do, and I'll tell you what check to do.
Okay, he's gonna look at that string that was in the chest and see if he can follow where it might lead, and like how it would have gone over to that wall way over there. You know.
Okay, roll me perception then, I guess. With a 26, it's quite. You see, the string was once buried in the wall, kind of caked in with mud. As you kind of unraveled it by opening the chest, it grew taut into the ceiling through the cracks, and you can assume at some point it disconnects, and that's why the part of the wall fell.
So it disconnected from something.
Yes, as it was probably holding on to several different mechanisms holding that wall in place.
He can't see any of those mechanisms, huh?
No, not in this stone ceiling.
Okay. Was that his action?
Yes, it was.
Okay, then he is just going to. That's a long since I've played him. Can he bonus action take the dodge action?
Can rogues do that?
I think they can. Let me double check.
I think it's hide, dash, disengage, and hide, if I remember.
Oh,
correctly.
yeah, it is. It's dash,
Yes.
disengage, and hide. Then he's gonna. Is he at all obscured from the one guy? Number one?
You're not sure.
What are these? I thought these were like little walls.
They're like iron kind of bar kind of walls.
Oh, I see. Alright, then I guess that's his turn because he wants to check out that door next.
All right, at the start of the round, you guys hear the hissing of gas pouring in again. You are going to take 4 points of poison damage, as we're reduced in half. And at the start of the Cinder Molten Elemental's turn, I need you to make a dex save again, Azra, as the poison gas explodes. Yeah, okay, you take no damage again. Okay, it is now going to run around Agni to about this position, so it's flanking, and it's going to make its 2 attacks at advantage. I'm assuming the 19 misses.
Yep, it's a miss.
All right, the 25 I'm assuming hits, so that's 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
No.
Sorry,
Okay.
I messed up the order again. This guy goes first.
Okay.
All right, and that's their turn pretty much. Vaughn?
Alrighty. Vaughn is gonna keep smashing the wall. He's gonna do Great Weapon Master on top of his Reckless.
All
Why
right.
not? It's a 15. Oh no, that misses. That's gonna hit though.
That's gonna hit. Yeah, the first strike you hit it too early with the base of your blade, and you take a step back to reel, and you hit it again.
I'm gonna use my Savage Attacker to try to roll and see if I get a better. Yes, I shall use the 28 points of slashing damage then.
All right, attacking the wall with a slashing weapon.
A big fuck. I don't have bludgeoning. I am all slashing.
You can use that big head of yours.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could. I had the hammer, the beast hammer at one point, but that is no more.
You keep hitting the same spot, and you're managing to you're taking sharp discs of stone out of the wall, and you see it's getting thinner and thinner in that one location where you keep hitting it. But for now, it's still standing. You do hear the sound of stone hitting armor very well now.
Interesting.
Agni Kai?
I'm gonna use heal, because I'll fucking die if I don't. And then I'm gonna move around this guy again so I can get up to the wall. And I'm gonna, if I hold my breath, will I take poison damage next turn?
You will not if you let me know you're doing that, but you will take an attack of opportunity for number 1.
Ooh, okay. Sure.
24 to hit, 18
Fuck.
points of bludgeoning.
Ah. Alright, Agni's gonna hold her breath.
Alright, sounds good. Don't forget to add that 70 points of healing you gave yourself.
Yep.
It's now Rocky's turn. He can feel
Rocky.
Agni getting the shit beaten out of her.
She's
All
fine.
right, he's gonna diagonally come upwards as he does this. 5, 10, 15, maybe 20. I don't know. Whatever to basically diagonally pop up without popping into that monster.
Okay.
And he's gonna start wailing on dude number 2. 24 to hit and a 19 to hit.
They both hit. Let me just 19.
Punch, punch, punch.
All right, not as effective as he would wish, but it's doing something.
That's all Rocky can do.
And he's fighting number 2, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. He can continue to be smart about this. He is going to use his last 10 feet of movement to get underground.
All right, fair enough. It is now number 1's turn. He is going to glide up the hill towards you. He unfortunately cannot get through the iron bar, so he's going to make another ranged attack against you. It's a 24 to hit. I need you to make a con save, and that's 40 points of fire damage reduced to 20. And pick another random item from your inventory that's not magical. It is now melted and destroyed.
Me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got way more stuff in my inventory. I will pick from there. And it was 20 damage, right?
Yeah, 20 fire, and I need a con save.
Okay. So there we go.
For that item to be broken.
Oh,
okay, so nothing gets broken with the molten gaze, but you still take 20 points.
Okay.
That's its turn. Arya, back up to you.
That rolled so many fucking 6s. I just looked at that. That's 5 6s. That's insane.
Okay, sleep. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wrong sheets. It's also the wrong thing.
24 hits. I'm gonna assume you're hitting the same spot Vaughn is.
Yeah.
Okay. So. The 18 hits as well. Okay. That chunk Vaughn initially carved out is getting thinner and thinner, and now it's kind of covered in a thin layer of frost. As your chill touch just kind of slaps the rock.
Man, Arya's not doing so hot.
The wizard's worst enemy, a rock wall.
Right? God, maybe she should try mending next.
Azra, it's now your turn.
Alright, now he's gonna check out that door.
Okay. You gonna how are you checking it out?
Wants to see if it's locked at all, or if it's like rested the same way that lock was on the chest.
Okay. You go to kind of reach for the knob and you turn it slightly. You don't see a locking mechanism or anything on it. It is kind of rusted and rusty, kind of like all the metal in this room.
Before he moves the door, can you check for traps?
Yeah, roll me investigation. 25. Even with the presence of this massive elemental behind you, kind of burning your flesh, you take a very detailed look around the door for any traps, any strings, any pressure plates, anything you can find that would be an initial trap on the door. But you don't find anything. It looks safe to you.
Alright, he's gonna open it.
All right. As you open it, you see an arcane rune in the wall. There is no exit to this door light up, and I need you to make a dex save.
God damn this stupid corner of traps.
That's amazing.
I hate this corner. I hope that the whatever is gonna hit him hits the guy behind him instead.
With a 19, you do not succeed, but I'm assuming you're using evasion once this thing hits
Yeah.
you. You see a ball of fire form and fire out towards you. You will take 30 points of fire damage, reduced to 15 because of your tiefling heritage, and then reduced to 7 for your evasion.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem to affect the elemental made of molten rock and fire.
This place sucks.
Is that your turn?
I'm assuming that was all his action, so
Alright, start of the round. Poison pours through. That's 2 points of poison damage to you, Azra, reduced to 1. Agni, you are holding your breath, so you don't take any. But Azra will need another dex save as the Cinder Slag Elemental ignites the poison.
alright, so it was 1 poison damage and then dex, right?
Yeah, dex save. Ooh. Ooh. Okay,
Ooh.
1 second. I have to check what the dice is now for the fire damage. It's only a d8. You will take 7 points of fire damage, reduced to, we'll say 3.
Okay.
And it's now the Cinder Slag Elemental, the first one.
Wait, sorry, it was fire damage.
It's 3 fire damage.
And then with the evasion, wouldn't it also be reduced?
Oh yeah, it's a new round, so it's reduced to 1 then, I guess.
Okay.
Agni, the elemental now at this point, is just going to keep hammering down on you. You guys hear the sound of Agni in pain as these attacks land. Ooh, they both land. Cool.
No.
That's 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, okay.
You're lucky they're not setting you on fire. That's the end of his turn, as he's just beating you to a pulp. Mr. Scallion, you hear this 100%.
Just another Saturday night for Azra. Hey, or was it Agni who was getting attacked? I don't know.
You couldn't really tell between the muffled screams, but somebody's getting the shit beaten out of them.
Oh no! All right. Vaughn's gonna keep trying to carve through the wall with Giant's Bane.
That hits.
That's gonna hit. Is
That's
the wall
8.
busted yet? It's a 28.
28 damage, 1 second. It is not, but it is on the thinnest of shells left.
All right. I'm gonna use whatchamacallit to re-roll that. There we go. 23.
Alright, that's the second attack, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, that's the second attack.
The wall, you kind of shatter a big enough hole in the wall that you can now see. It's kind of like a window, but I'll delete the wall. And you see these 2 massive elementals, one of them heading towards Azra on the hill, climbing up. Azra dodging these like laser beams, and then Agni just getting pummeled.
All right. So if it's a small enough hole, Vaughn's gonna take a step back and he's like, Arya, throw something in there. Fire elementals, beating the shit. Agni, Azra, words. All right, that's his turn.
All right, Agni Kai. You hear the rock wall behind you kind of crack open, and you start to hear Vaughn's voice yelling just words through it.
Is the crack big enough for Agni to fit through?
Yeah, we'll say the crack's probably big enough for a small car to get through.
Okay. I'm not gonna go through it yet. I'm going to.
Damn. You like getting your ass beat.
Well, you know, Vaughn can see me now, so maybe this time he can pull me out of danger.
Vaughn took a step back to let Arya fire into the room before he tried to bust through on the next round.
Well, okay. Agni's going to hit the elemental with Touch of Death and her Godhammer.
$23 hits.
Okay, cool.
18. What's the touch of death damage?
It's gonna be 37, so 55 total.
All right. You kind of take your hammer, spin it around. You see those dark wisps begin to congregate near the head as you take a swing and you slap this thing across the face. As you do, you see the lightning kind of like arc down its body through its left arm, and its left arm explodes and shatters against the wall. And you see the kind of wisps of darkness begin pouring into the cracks, hardening the molten lava within. It is not looking good at all. Still standing, but not by much.
Okay. Cool. I don't think Arya would hit me at that angle. I'll stay there. That's my turn.
Okay. It's into your turn. It's now Rocky's turn.
All right, Rocky is gonna bloop, pop back up, start slamming. Actually, he's gonna pop back up, but he's gonna move at this angle to get a flanking,
Ooh, fancy.
and then he's gonna start slamming.
21 hits. He only needs the first attack.
Oh, okay, cool.
As Rocky kind of pops up, you hear the sound of the earth erupting again, Agni, as you see a massive stone fist make its way completely through this thing's body as it crumbles to the ground in a heap of like hot coals.
All right, and then Rocky will step over and he will attack. Oh wait, hold up. Did he get flanking again from this angle?
Yeah, sure, we'll say. Why not?
All right, and then he'll attack. Oh, that's even better than what I rolled before.
Yeah,
Not better
25
damage-wise.
hits. This guy hasn't been touched yet, so it didn't really do much to his HP. But you got a hit on him.
I don't think he has enough to get all the way under the ground, but he's gonna go like 5 feet down, so he's like half sticking out of the ground.
Get that half cover.
Yep. Exactly.
All right.
That's all he's got.
Okay. The other Cinder Slag Elemental, now getting hit in the back, you see its face disappear from view as it appears on the other side of its body. Let me roll to see what it does. It's not very smart, but... Okay. It is actually going to attempt to Molten Gaze. Who can it Molten Gaze if not Agni Kai? Yeah, it's going to Molten Gaze you, Agni Kai. It hits you with the Molten Gaze. It's all fire damage. Nothing really happens. But I do need you to make... let me see if it hits first. Yeah, I need you to make a con save at least.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh wait, I thought you rolled a 13 for a second and got a 31. I was like, Christ, dude.
Yeah, nothing happens. You see these two like beams of fire energy strike into you, and just nothing. It seems confused as to what's going on. That's it. Arya.
Alright. Oops. These guys need to get out of the way. 5, 10, 15. From here, she will use Blight.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, that does affect the rock creature. It needs to make a con save, right?
Yep.
It's a 24.
Yeah, he passed.
So he's gonna take 20 points. He takes half damage, right? Light?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You see kind of the molten lava on its body begin to kind of slowly pour out in spurts, almost like a volcano erupting. You've done some damage to it.
Alright, Sasuke's gonna hold his action to try and pull Agni out if it looks like she's about to die.
Okay, sounds good. What about Guy Stanley?
I guess I'll just hold an action if, like, someone comes out, because I don't think he can really do much damage against these guys.
Okay, not a problem. Azra, what are you doing?
He wants out of this corner, so the first thing he's gonna do is he flanking with Rocky?
Yeah, it's probably like IRL no, but I'll give it to you guys.
Alright, he's just gonna attack the guy, so.
Do it.
He's had enough of that laser eyes.
26 hits.
Does he get sneak attack on this? Because he's engaged.
Sure. Yeah, why not? So that's 29, 31, 35 damage. Okay. Gotcha. Do you have an offhand attack still?
Yeah, actually he does. It's been so long since I played Azra. I forgot. Yes, he does. It will be this dagger in his hand.
That hits as well. 6. All right. So you, like, very angrily, your hair is kind of like a bit smoky and charred. You shut the door, pull out your dagger, and you just stab this thing in the clavicle area. And as you do, you see it kind of like roar out in pain. It's almost like a monotone sound of like rocks grinding together. And then you take the second dagger, you stab it like where you think a stomach would be. Same deal. You seem to cause some sort of pain to it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's his whole turn.
All right. The gas begins to pour. But Agni, you said you were still holding your breath, so that's fine. The zombies are immune to poison, I'm pretty sure, so they're fine. So Azra, I need you to make not make anything. You'll just take poison damage again. That's 3 points. We'll say reduced to 1. And this guy's dead. So the gas has not ignited yet. Vaughn, you see kind of gas begin to pour in the distance from the ceiling of that room they're in.
Okay, Vaughn is going to take a very deep breath. And he is going to go 5, 10, through the whole 15, 20, 25, 30. I think Vaughn has 40 movement. Does Vaughn have 40 movement? Yes, Vaughn has 40 movement.
Take 1 point of
35,
poison
40.
damage, Vaughn.
That's fine. I think. Even though I was holding my breath?
Oh, were you holding your breath?
Yeah, that's why I said he takes a
Oh, my
big...
bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
Then you're good.
All right. And he is gonna... recklessly... Not Great Weapon Master, because he doesn't know how tough these things are, but he's gonna recklessly slam this dude with Giant's Bane twice.
It is a large creature, keep that in mind.
Oh, it is. Does 19 hit?
19 definitely hits, yep.
That's butt cheeks. You need to make a strength saving throw of 15, though.
Alright, 1 second. That's a 12.
Oh, it is now prone. So he
Wow.
is gonna do it again. It's a 17. Really glad I didn't do whatchamafaceit.
17 hits.
And I'll use Savage Attack to reroll that.
Alright.
How is that less damage? God damn it. Oh, just
So-
16 then.
Alright.
I think I get to pick. Yeah.
You managed to cause several cracks throughout its body. You do see one of its arms is broken off and one of its legs is separated by the shin area.
Got you. Vaughn is that's all Vaughn can do at this point.
Alright, Agni Kai, it's now back up to you.
Okay, Agni's going to use Sacred Flame on this last elemental.
Okay. That's a dex save, I believe.
Yep.
It's 15. Alright. You launch out the spell and you see this tiny little ember fly towards its large body and completely engulf it. By the time it disappears, it's now just, it looks like a barbecue.
Is it dead? Anyways,
It is
Agni's going to... Oh, cool. Agni's gonna, like, back out of the room so she can breathe again.
Alright. You make your way through simple enough. Combat's over. You guys managed to destroy the elementals.
Good.
Azra
Hey,
just kind of
Arya.
like stomps out of that little corner.
Vaughn will get away from the poison gas and have Rocky go underground and follow suit.
Yeah, Azra's gonna quickly run back to the others.
Okay. You guys all managed to make your way out without much trouble. Agni looks very, very injured.
I'm fine. Don't even worry about that. That was a cakewalk.
Are you sure you don't need any kind of healing?
I
Like a potion?
I could heal myself. I just kind of wanted to save my spells in case worst shit happened.
Yeah, but you're looking pretty worse for wear. Do you want at least a potion? Hold on, I'm pretty sure I have one on me.
This
I
is
don't
a
think
good
it's...
potion.
I have 2 regular health potions on me.
That ain't shit.
Yeah, I know, it's not really anything.
That's fine. I'll heal myself. Don't even worry about it. Are you okay? I saw you get like laser beamed or whatever.
Yeah, everything in that corner was booby trapped. Like, everything.
You
I
didn't
mean,
check
did you
for
check
traps?
everything?
I didn't check the other chest there and whatever the hell this thing is, but considering that the first chest was booby trapped and then the door was booby trapped, I don't really want to check the other thing.
Was there anything in the chest?
I don't know. I didn't even bother looking at that point because it was so fucky in that corner. I just didn't even want to mess with it.
I
You
mean,
guys can go look if you want.
shit, I'll go do it. Rocky, watch my back from like afar.
Uh,
All right. Vaughn's gonna go. Do I need to move him on the map for this, or
no, that's fine.
he's
Just
gonna
tell me.
check the trap or check the chest that Azra opened. See if there's anything inside. He's gonna be holding his breath as he does this.
Okay. You open inside. There is a mechanism inside that seems to have been tripped. Like there is a taut string that sticks
Okay.
out through the back hinges towards the wall that Azra already saw. But there's nothing else in there.
Okay. And there's 2 more chests there?
Yeah,
Or just one?
there's another small chest and there's like a slightly larger chest as well.
Vaughn is gonna check both of them for traps.
All right, which one first?
We'll do the small chest first and then the big chest.
Okay. They're both locked, similar to the one Azra opened. The locks are rusty though. You'll need to roll with your strength.
Okay.
You're able to just pull the locks off. Roll
Okay.
me investigation.
Okie dokie. 19 for the
19.
little one, 13 for the big one.
Okay. Initially, looking around the chests, taking a quick peek, like opening the lid maybe like a centimeter, trying to take a look inside. You don't really see any sort of like traps or anything. With the 19, you do notice though the small chest is completely empty as you take a quick peek through the crack you open up.
Gotcha. Fuck it, Vaughn's gonna open the big one.
Okay. How do you open it?
He's gonna take Giant's Bane. He's gonna like kind of like put it sideways, kind of like wedge it open a little bit, and he's just gonna try to like forcibly like cut into the back of the chest and tear the top off, like a giant fucking shovel.
Yeah, no problem. So you stick Giant's Bane in there and you kind of like lever it up.
Yeah.
You do snap the hinges. They're all rusted and pretty much taken care of.
Perfect.
But as you do, you see a glowing purple rune on the inside kind of lunge at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! That's an 11.
Ooh. Give me a second for this.
The one type of trap I can't deal with! Fucking wisdom!
Whoever's watching Vaughn right now.
Everybody.
The Von Scallion show.
You see a deer in his place.
What?
Am I the deer?
You're the deer.
Yes!
Agni will approach.
Vaughn is gonna stomp over on Love's little hooves and just kind of look very... I don't know if a deer can look pissed, but this deer is pissed.
See a very angry deer in front of you.
Azra, you should pet him.
Azra's gonna Yeah, he's gonna pet Vaughn. He's gonna give him a little pat on the head.
Is he still smart, or does he have like deer stats?
I like this deer.
That was a great deer.
Aww,
I
that's
like that deer better
adorable.
too.
He does have the stats of the deer.
Vaughn, are you in there, buddy?
I don't know how to make deer noises.
Arya's gonna give him some butt pats.
Do we need to give him like a leash? How long is he gonna stay like this?
In case you needed Ian.
Good to know.
Well, how big is he? Could Agni hypothetically ride the deer?
Oh my god.
He is a medium creature, so he's about your size, pretty much.
Oh.
His strength score is not very high, so I wouldn't think so, considering how heavy you are.
Okay. I think I have Dispel Magic. But I kind of like Vaughn as a deer.
Vaughn's gonna bite Agni.
No, leave me alone.
Lightly gums her.
But you're so like, you're adorable. I mean, you're adorable usually, but you're a different adorable now.
It's like some, yeah, like little teeny tiny deer. How many spell slots do you still have for level 3?
Me, I have all of them.
Oh, okay. Because I do too. I could have done it if you needed it, but.
Oh, you totally can, because I don't see it now, so I don't think I have it prepared.
Okay.
Oh, I do have it prepared. Never mind. I'll use it.
Okay.
Casting Dispel Magic.
Yep.
Okay, what level?
Oh, I was just gonna cast at 3rd level.
Okay, you have to make a check, as Polymorph is a higher level spell than 3rd.
Yikes! What kind of check?
It is a you use Wisdom, so be D20 plus your Wisdom.
Okay, can do that.
Okay, yeah, you need to beat a 14. You cast Dispel Magic, and you see it, the kind of light energy waft around the deer who's currently gumming your pauldron as it turns back into Vaughn.
Agni's going to pet Vaughn.
Vaughn will just kind of accept it, I guess.
I'm just imagining Vaughn really has to lean down for Agni to pet him.
She's not that small. Leave her alone.
She's pretty small and he's pretty big.
Whatever. I'm
Alright.
gonna go up this way. You want to hold my hand again, Azra?
Kind of. And he offers his hand really sadly.
Okay, I'll take it. Let's go.
As you travel on ahead, I know Azra's passive perception is higher than a 16. Who else has a passive perception 16 or higher?
I'm pretty sure mine is.
Vaughn has 16.
19.
Okay,
Rocky does not.
You all see, well, you two initially, Azra and Agni, as you're approaching it, there is a thin kind of like silver wire across the floor from like here to the wall over here.
Hey, Azra, you want to step on that? See what happens?
No. Throw a rock at it.
Okay. I mean, that seems like an equally bad idea. Are you sure?
I mean, we could just avoid it altogether.
Yes, let's do that. Oh, wait.
Sorry, what was the spot that we're not supposed to step on?
I'll draw it.
Okay.
Agni will let Vaughn and Arya know that there's a trap up there.
Thanks, Agni. I actually see it.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Do your zombies see it, Arya? This guy Stanley fucking see it.
Guy Stanley, do you see the wire?
You have to point it out to him, but he doesn't notice it.
I think he sees it.
Damn. One day he'll die forever. I will carefully cross over the wire.
Okay. With your passive perception, you also notice another wire on the other side.
Agni, do you want me to go ahead and see if I can disable these?
Sure.
Yeah, you just know Guy Stanley or Rocky might just accidentally run into it.
Are
I
you sure you're
mean,
not, like, gonna get
He's just gonna
lasered?
earth glide under the ground at this point.
Okay, then just
Call him
Guy
out.
Stanley and Sasuke, I guess.
Guy Stanley has a brain, okay?
Okay, then just Sasuke. I was just gonna try to disable the traps.
Okay. Just make me a thieves tool check.
If he thinks it's too like temperamental, then he'll leave it alone and just warn the others, but he wants to at least try.
Very
Ooh.
daring that Agni's standing in the middle of the trap.
I was
with
not supposed to be at advantage though, so
20's still fine. You kind of take the string and you find where it's tied off to and where it's triggering from. You pull it towards, you pull it away from the directions it's being triggered from to keep it taut as you kind of cut it, and then you stretch the string across the wall and hold it down with a heavy rock, so it's still being pulled taut, but it's now not in your way.
okay, he's gonna do the same thing with the other one then.
All right, roll another check for me. Oh, you almost failed, man. Okay,
Oof.
same deal. You do the exact same thing on the other side, and both the strings have been dealt with.
All right, it's clear to at least walk to here. And he's gonna stand right there.
And, all right, let me reveal the map for you. One second. So in front of you, you see like a massive pool of water that kind of stretches across to the other side. And
I love the water, Dillon.
thanks. I couldn't find an effect that would work properly, so I copy and paste them. But fuck off.
No, I do love it. It's cute.
Give me a sec, because I haven't.
That water looks fucky, guys. Don't go near.
I haven't looked at this map in a while. What do you guys see on the bottom side? Because I don't know if I did this right.
I don't see. I see a pathway and kind of like ridges going down, I guess.
Okay. Let me look at Toria's screen while I'm doing. Okay, sounds good to me. So you see that large pool of water spanning its way across on the north, we'll say north side, and then you see a completely empty path on the south side.
Okay, I was just gonna take a peek down that path, the empty path first, to see. It's so suspiciously clear of things. So he wants to check it out.
Okay. You take a look. Roll me perception.
Okay, the music's just a little loud, so just give me 1 second.
I think I want to see there's fish in the water.
This a lot.
Perception, right?
Yep. With a 21, as you're kind of looking down the pathway, I mean, it looks empty. You don't see anything that would pop up, or there's really nothing to look at besides the stone walls and the floor and the ceiling.
He squints his eyes and he goes and looks down the waterway path.
Alright, Agni, you can roll me perception for fishies, and then Azra, you can roll me perception for suspiciousness.
What if it's a suspicious fishy?
Then I'll tell you both. Ooh, okay. Agni, you indeed see fishies in the water. Long, spindly, eel-like fishies. They're not very big, probably about the size of, like, the length of your hand, maybe? Or your forearm. Azra, you notice, as you kind of look in, you see the fishies as well. Obviously, you can tell that this thing was put together by somebody, as this is not natural. But the water is kind of murky, so you only really see fishes kind of swimming every so often in different clear spots in the water.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
There'd be fishies, but it's very murky.
Okay.
I'll say,
Fair.
Jam, with a 22, you also see these eel-like fishies kind of spark up every so often.
Interesting.
Okay, Agni, we are not going that way.
Is your way better?
It looks clear, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can see anything before anybody else follows me. And he will proceed very, very cautiously and looking around for traps.
Okay. You can either use your passive perception or roll me an active perception check. It's up to you.
His passive is probably better.
Okay, what's your passive? Like 25?
25.
Okay. You begin heading closer and closer to the hallway. Nothing seems abnormal or out of place.
Okay, he's just gonna move very slowly down the hallway. Stop me if he notices anything.
Okay. It's kind of quiet. You hear the sound of Agni kind of playing with the fishies on the other side. Yeah, nothing yet. Nothing so far.
Okay. Does he see anything else on the other side?
Let me expand the hallway for you. But as you do get to that area, you hear the sound of a pressure plate under your foot.
God damn.
As the entire kind of area is a pressure plate, and right behind you, you see. One sec, I can't do this diagonally.
Ooh.
You see the floor open up, and drop down, and you see massive spikes at the bottom.
Oh, well. He's gonna move over here, and he's gonna wave at Agni to get her attention.
Vaughn will start hopping over, especially if he hears like a chunk of something happening.
You guys all make it towards Agni without a problem.
Azra, why are you waving at me over there?
He's gonna use the sending stone because he doesn't want to yell across the water. He's gonna be like, so the path was clear, but just as I thought, it was absolutely booby-trapped, and I don't know if you guys can cross that now.
I have an idea. Arya, have you ever wondered what it would be like to be lovingly cradled by an earth elemental?
I have, actually, now that you mentioned it.
Alright, Vaughn's plan is this. So, Rocky is going to earth glide along the wall, kind of like he's like hanging out sideways, and he's going to like, or like just kind of like leaning forward. I don't know what. I just know he can pass through stuff. He's basically
half his body in the wall and carry someone with the other half.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
He's just gonna be like a big rocky elevator. Agni might be screwed, but at least Arya and the zombies can get across.
What's Rocky's strength score?
Rocky is. His strength score is 20.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I won't even have you roll for that. I'll just say he's able to take Arya one at a time and the zombies over without an issue.
Wow, thanks, Rod. Thanks, Rocky. You're the best.
Adrian.
Just gonna give Rocky a little hug and a pat on the head.
Alright. I'll just move you guys across.
Agni, I don't know if Rocky can carry you, but don't you have the broom of flying?
Yeah, I was just gonna fly across. Are you
All right.
gonna be okay?
Vaughn flashes his ring of water walking. If I run really fast, if the fish are aggressive, they hopefully won't kill me.
Okay, but if you catch a fish on the way, I would appreciate it. Like
Well,
alive.
bears are actually really good at catching fish, so I'll keep that
But
in mind.
alive though, not. I don't want a dead fish, Vaughn.
So don't catch it with my teeth.
I mean, I'm sure it'll live if you don't bite down.
Well, if a fish attacks me, I cannot guarantee it'll be alive when I get it to you, but I'll try.
I'll take that. Okay, bye. Agni's just gonna use her broom and get across.
You should fly over the water to see if the fish try to attack you, so I know if I have a chance when I run across.
Okay. I'll hover like 5 feet above the water and stare at the fish.
Okay. They don't seem to be outwardly aggressive. They're just kind of swimming their own paths right now.
Okay, I'll get a little lower just so I can touch the surface of the water. See what happens.
You touch the surface of the water. Your gauntlet gets kind of wet. The fish you stick your hand near kind of swim away from you as they seem to be alarmed by your presence.
Cool. Vaughn, I think it's safe. Get me a fish. Okay, thanks, bye.
I'll try. Vaughn's gonna use the sending stone. Agni, can you check to see if you're still wet on your hand? Like the mud?
Oh, sure. Agni will look at the finger she dipped into the water.
Did you have mud on your hands?
No, just from my feet.
Okay, well, your hand's kind of still wet from the water dripping down it, yeah.
She'll wipe it on Azra and check again.
Azra is now wet. Not hugely wet, but, you know.
He kind of glares at Agni like, this is not mud that can really come off anyway, so he'll try to prestidigitate it again.
The water comes off, but the mud doesn't.
Agni, I already have enough mud on me.
Vaughn, I got the water off. I think you're good.
You guys want to try, like, putting the mud in the water, see if that does anything?
I don't want to stick my hand in this water.
I'll put my foot in.
I mean, my feet are gonna have to touch the water either way. I just want to know what I'm getting into before I run across this thing.
Maybe I can
take
try
like
to
a foot in
reactivate the
water.
pressure plate.
Agni, you stick one of your feet in the water, and you see the mud wash off and disappear into the water, almost like it wasn't even there to begin with.
Oh, hell yeah. She's just gonna get in. But, like, stay close to the edge so if a fish shows up, she can jump out. Like, she's not gonna go in the center.
As you dip, like, your body in and hold onto the edge, just to be safe, you see... Vaughn, you see this too, obviously. The water that was kind of perfectly still, besides, like, Agni poking at it the one time, begins to displace and splash over the edge. Agni, you're in the water, so there is no saving throw. You feel a spark of electricity run towards you.
Oh, fuck.
You take 8 points of lightning damage.
Okay, not too bad.
But the mud does kind of wash off of your armor. It has now kind of disappeared.
Cool. She'll get out then.
Alright, I need to roll lightning damage one more time.
Why?
So you have displaced the water getting out. It's 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And you all see the water that's kind of displaced onto the stone floor begin to suck itself back into the pool.
I got electrocuted, but I'm not muddy anymore, so...
Trade-off, good trade.
Interesting.
Electrocution, mud.
Yeah, well, I was...
It's a hard choice.
Well, I mean, actually, does Vaughn know about ground, like, anyway, I don't know if Vaughn ever played Pokemon, but,
As you're like talking over the sending stone, Vaughn, you hear this. You hear another voice behind you say, "I think that would be a good trade-off." And you
Well,
see a brass dragonborn behind you.
Well, hi.
Hello.
Who are you?
You've been gone for about maybe 6 hours, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had a different character token.
Chill.
You got here real fast.
Yes, it's magic, obviously.
So, how was the trip?
You know, not too bad. I mean, most of this place was cleared out. There was some gas leaking out of part of this cave. Somebody should have cleaned that up.
Yeah, we didn't quite figure that out. So, Calypso, how would you do you think I stand a good chance of getting electrocuted to death if I walk across this thing?
I'd say so, but I'd like to see it happen. Go ahead.
Okay. 1 second. Vaughn's gonna order Rocky to go stand in front of the others so that they can just watch him perish if Vaughn loses concentration.
You feel Calypso's hand on your back, and you see this kind of wave of blue energy go across your body. You have resistance to lightning damage.
Aw, that was nice of him. So Vaughn is gonna try to do this intelligently, since Agni just kind of forced herself in, and by her going faster, it displaced more water. Vaughn is going to, step up on into the water, but with his ring of water walking, he's just going to try to walk as gently as possible to not disturb. He'd probably get shocked at first, but he's going to try to walk as gently as possible to not disturb the water. And if that fails, then he's just going to outwardly just sprint across.
Initially, with your first kind of steps onto the water, it does unfortunately displace. But your prediction was correct with the ring of water walking as it becomes a solid surface.
Mm-hmm.
You'll take 11 points reduced to, we'll say, 5 initially, but you were able to make your way across the entire thing without any problems.
Cool. And Rocky survives.
You guys see kind of a trail of mist make its way across the water, and Calypso appears in the mist behind you guys. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Guys, say hello.
Wait,
Hi.
how'd you get here?
Calypso looks at you, Vaughn, for a second. He goes, "All your friends this daft, not you, Ari, obviously. I'm a wizard."
Yeah, but I thought we were coming here for you. I didn't really expect to see you here too.
Well, yes, I have to admit, this may have been me wanting to relive my glory days. I haven't been to a dungeon in quite a while, and seeing all of you head there kind of sparked my interest. So I had Arya here take one of my beacon stones, so I could come here whenever I'd wish, and well, there was nothing going on, so I have the city on lockdown just in case, and now I'm here.
But you
I'm
missed
just
the
I'm
cool
just here to
chat.
watch.
Oh,
How's
you
her
say?
just like nods? Okay.
I promise not to get in your heroic ways or anything.
well. Azra, you want to hold my hand again?
Yes, please.
All right. Gotta look for traps though.
Yeah,
Please
I
don't,
was gonna
plunge
keep
me
a
to my
sharp
death.
eye out for traps.
Okay, I'm just marking who has mud on them still.
There was no way we could bottle that mud, right? I mean, not the mud. Sorry, the water.
Every time the water kind of splashed out, it looked like it crawled its way back, so you could attempt to bottle it if you wish.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of afraid of. I don't know if we have like empty bottles with corks, so.
Vaughn, did you get a fish?
No, I didn't want to just displace the water.
Oh.
As you guys kind of begin tracking your way down this hallway, you see that kind of same yellow mist from the mushrooms once again. And it starts to smell kind of like Arya, you're probably the best one here to recognize the smell. It smells like rot.
Yes. Oh, this is Vaughn. Vaughn's gonna tell Rocky to just kind of clean. He's gonna tell Rocky to kind of clean himself off a little bit in the water.
Okay,
He's a giant earth elemental.
I'll have to roll probably double damage because he's so heavy. But I'll tell you the full damage.
Okay.
It's 45 points of lightning damage.
Jesus Christ! Oh man, he's not resistant to that. No. Sorry, Rocky. It's for the best.
So is this what you all do? Just blindly rush into things?
We're not rushing. We're having a stroll.
Yes, I see.
Did you not want to participate in this dungeon stroll?
No, I don't wish to be a backseat adventurer, but back in
Well,
my
then get
day-
up here. Come hold my hand.
I guess. I say
Yeah.
it smells quite bad in here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people really clean dungeons. I've never seen a clean dungeon, have you?
I have
Where?
gelatinous cubes.
Very good.
Huh.
I only make that mistake once.
Azur just wants to take a quick look around this room before we go charging in. Especially this area back here. I think it's just
Yep,
mushrooms.
Roll me percent.
That's like 28.
You do notice more. There's more mushrooms pretty much all over this place. Some large, some small. Not just in that area, but like within the cavern you guys are kind of standing in now. As you're kind of like peering around, you hear the sound of like, almost like you know that sound you hear when lumber tears itself open, like that whoosh sort of sound. You begin to hear that, and the sound of screeching as the mushrooms begin to tear themselves open, and you see these creatures begin to pull themselves out.
Okay, the very first thing Azur's gonna do is try to cover his like nose and mouth with some kind of bandana. I was like, what are those things called? Just in case.
Okay, fair enough. You hear Calypso say, "Well, I guess you weren't looking hard enough. I need everyone to roll initiative."
What do you mean? He saw them come out.
Azur, you're fired.
He saw them come out. What are they supposed to do about it?
Better.
What are they supposed to do? Say, oh, no, I spotted you. Go back into your hidey hole now.
Swipe or no swiping?
Swiper, no swiping.
Light.
I would appreciate if Azur would actually just say that to them. It'd be really helpful.
Yeah, you know what? I want a swipe or no swiping ability. If he spots you first, you're not allowed to attack anymore.
I love that ability. It sounds perfect.
That's what he gets at level 20. Here comes Dora the Explorer.
One sec, I accidentally closed the roll 20 page. Alright, let me zoom in on these guys so you can see what they look like. They kind of look like skeletons, like undead skeletons almost, except their bodies are covered in these very thin, wispy black tendrils that seem to be animating their body.
By any chance, do these tendrils look like those things that we pulled out of those invisible guys from last session?
Not exactly, as the ones you kind of saw were, they look like the deep ones, just I think it was smaller and more kind of streamlined. These look, the tentacles and the make look very, very similar, but these aren't, they don't have like the head that the other ones did, like that are connected. These just look like a bunch of tendrils connected to the skeletons from what you can tell right now. Alright, one sec. Let me roll their initiatives. Oh, I gotta roll for Calypso. Whoops. All right, so you see these things kind of like rip their way out of these like larger mushroom stalks and begin screeching. The first one to go is number 1 is going to rush towards Sasuke. You see kind of Vaughn, it's probably closest to you. It just rushes completely past you towards Sasuke and Azra, as they're both right there. I need everybody within 30 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great.
Which I assume is everybody.
My only question is, does this have anything to do with poison before I roll for Rocky?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Vaughn, you succeed.
Oh, that's Rocky.
Rocky, you succeed. Azra, you fail. Jam, you succeed. Vaughn, you fail. Arya, you fail. All of you are frightened. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, or at the end of its turns.
At the end of its turns?
Yes.
So when this turn ends, we can make.
Sorry, I misread that. At the end of your own turns.
Okay.
But where's the yellow guy? There you go.
Oh, it's near the very bottom.
So you guys are frightened. You have disadvantage on attacks against number 1, and you can't move closer to them. But I'm pretty sure, are the zombies immune to fear or frightened, Victoria? I don't think they are. So you may have to roll for the zombies too.
I never thought of that. Frightening zombies.
But what if the zombie's dumb as fuck like Sasuke?
Scared zombies.
As this thing's kind of grotesque features are very unsettling and scare you guys. Okay, that's a fail. And 1d20 minus 2. That one wasn't connected to the d20. We have to roll it again. You put roll 1 and then d20, so it'll only register the 1. Okay. So the zombies are frightened too. Okay, this thing is going to make its way towards Sasuke. It's going to make 2 attacks against Sasuke and 1 against Azra. So.
Are these things undead?
They are not undead, no.
Okay.
So that is, wow, 2 9s to hit Sasuke. And a 23 to hit Azra.
Of course Asher gets a 23. Yes, it hits.
Alright. As this thing breaks its claw against you, Azra, you are...
He's gonna uncanny dodge it, by the way.
Okay. No worries. You're gonna take 9 points of damage total, reduced to, we'll say, 4.
Okay.
At this point, Calypso's gonna be like, This is your mission. If you do require assistance, let me know. But in the meantime, I'll be over here. And he takes a step back and pulls out a book and starts reading. Azra?
Azra is going to... Oh, I can't see. Oh, okay, I see now. He's gonna move here. And then he is gonna take a swipe at numero uno, blue boy.
Alright.
Oh shit, that was supposed to be advantage. Whatever. 17.
17 hits.
17 hits, and also the sneak attack since he is within range of an ally. Where's my sneak attack? There it is.
Oh wait, you're frightened, so that's a disadvantage of 14 misses.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Oh, because they're flanking? Yeah, you're right, Victoria. So it's a
Okay,
17
so
does
it'll be
hit.
flat.
Yeah. Alright, so it takes 18 plus, it's 25. Does it take psychic? It does. So that's 30 points of damage.
Okay, then his offhanded weapon as well, just a flat roll, 21.
21 hits as well.
That's 8.
8 points. Okay. Sounds good. You managed to take a couple slices into it. You start cutting the tendrils off. Like these things, this thing's held together with like hundreds of small tendrils holding each bone, connecting the bones all together, kind of thing. And you start slicing at it, cutting some of these tendrils. It is now number 3's turn. It is going to rush towards Guy Stanley. And as it does, it's going to take a bite. Just a single bite. Ooh, that was almost in that 20. That's a 25 to hit. I'm just going to roll this in the chat. I don't know if that's the way. 12 points of piercing damage. As you see the tendrils like in its jaw stiffen up and clamp down onto Guy Stanley's shoulder. That's its. Number 4 is going to rush up to you, Azra. And it is going to make 3 claw attacks. The first one's a nat 20. Second one is a natural 19, and the third one misses.
His AC, his AC would be 18 when he's dual wielding.
Yeah, this is over 24.
Yeah, stupid nat 20.
So I'm just going to roll double the dice on the first crit.
This might actually down him, depending. Oh,
that's 12 points of damage.
okay.
And the second claw is 9 points of damage.
Okay, so that is...
As you don't really expect this thing to come around the corner, it slashes you twice, but you manage to block the third hit. As it's kind of like screeching in your face. You see the tentacles are like vibrating, causing this like weird dissonance sound. It's now Rocky's turn.
Rocky has no fear. Rocky's gonna go 5, 10, 15. He's just gonna start slamming on this thing.
Slam, slam, slam.
Wow! Wow!
They both miss. Rocky goes to slam into it, but the creature, being as nimble as it is, manages to get out of the way of both attacks.
Alright, that's all Rocky can do.
Alright. Next up, we have Scallion.
Alright, Vaughn's
Vaughn
gonna
Scallion.
throw... He is going to recklessly throw 2 javelins at Blue 1. Oops, didn't mean to have that checked. Okay. There's my javelins. God, I haven't used these in so long.
Which one you hitting again, sorry?
Blue 1.
They're
What
all blue.
the actual fuck? Yeah, Blue 1.
Oh, blue one. Okay. They both miss, unfortunately. As you go to aim at the spots in their body, and you see the tendrils kind of extend, and you just fire them both straight through the tendrils.
Bro, I'm rolling like garbage right now. This sucks.
But you notice like they're not even looking at you when they're doing this. Their eyes are just keen on like Sasuke.
A 2, a 3, and 2 5s. Good job, mate. Alright, I'll just make that save now that my turn is ending. And I think Azra needs to
Yeah,
do
Azra
that
didn't make the save
too.
at the end of his turn.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Azra, can you make a wisdom save? You're supposed to do at the end of your last turn. You are no longer frightened, but Vaughn, you still.
That thing really ran up, screeched in his face, and just woke him up out of it.
Yep,
Right.
that's all Vaughn's got.
Number 2 is now going to rush in.
Ah, okay, I get it.
It's
makes
going to
sense
look
now.
around. And is going to run up to you, Arya. And is going to attempt to take a big chunk out of you with its bite attack. That is an 18 to hit. Alright. That's 13 points of piercing damage as it kind of just bites into your arm. You hear Calypso in the back go, ooh. Agni Kai.
Agni Kai is going to cast Secret Flame on number 2.
As a dex save?
Yep.
As a 19 plus 1, that's a 20.
Damn.
You attempt to launch Sacred Flame towards it. You see the Sacred Flame kind of hit its body and just disperse across it. Doesn't seem like your spell connected properly.
Okay.
So your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Miss Arya. Okay. It's just a straight roll. $20 hits. That's 5 points of slashing damage. Alright. That definitely hits. 13 points. Very nice, Miss Arya. Keep yourself away from the front. Before he even said anything, he looks fine, but with the blood, I gotta roll a con save. That is a 16. If it does not succeed, he will take the 31 points.
Wait, is it a plant?
These are not plants, no.
Oh, I got very excited. Never mind.
You see all the tendrils on it begin to shrivel, and its body actually gets a bit shorter as the tendrils and things allowing it to like stay together before it like relaxes itself, taking the damage. And you succeed. You're no longer frightened as well. Good show. Number 1 at this point is going to that's still a fail. Is that both the rolls, a 7 and 11? Okay, they're both fails still. This one is going to run up behind you, Azra, and it's going to start raking at your legs with its claws. Yes, he does. Go ahead. Seven points of slashing damage on number 1. Alright. It's gonna make 3 claw attacks against you, Azra. Oh, that was very weak. First one is a 22, a 17, and a 14.
Only the first one hits.
Okay, that's 2d6 slashing, that's 9, that's 12 points of slashing damage as it kind of rakes you across the back.
Yeah, okay.
That's its turn. Calypso pulls up and he goes, Miss Arya, have you noticed these creatures are made of thin filaments? Yeah, Calypso kind of looks up from his book towards you as you kind of misty step beside him. He goes, Miss Arya, have you noticed these creatures are made of thin filaments holding them together? What does that lead us to believe, That's going to be his turn. Azra, is now your turn again.
Azra is going to. This is such a shitty situation in general. He's gonna bonus action disengage. And he's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And he's gonna use his action to whip his Whisper's dagger at let's go with 4.
Number 4, okay. 21 hits. That is 10 points of damage.
Why did I do it this way? It's been so long since I played Asper. I should have just attacked first and then moved away.
Well, is that your turn?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold up. Is your Whispers... I've never actually looked at the effect of the Whispers dagger. Do you have to use a charge for that? Oh, it's a critical hit. Never mind, I misread it. What about the +2 thing? Is that...
It's a +2 dagger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Again, totally misread. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb.
Alright. Number 3 is going to continue. He's going to bite Guy Stanley again. That is a 15 to hit. It's a 15 to hit Guy Stanley. Alright, Guy Stanley manages to parry it off. Number 4 is going to run towards you, Arya. He's going to attempt to bite you as well. That is an 11 to hit. Alright, you managed to kind of shrug it off. Rocky's turn.
Alright, Rocky's gonna punch. Boom. Jesus fucking Christ. Does a 19 hit? I'm assuming a 14 doesn't.
The 14 does not, but the 19 does.
Alright, 11 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, against number... I can't see his name, so...
It's blue 1.
Blue 1, okay. Sounds good. You see some of the bones begin to crack on number 1, but it's still holding itself together.
Okay.
Vaughn.
Vaughn is going to pull out Frostbrand, and he is going to recklessly attack the one in front of him. Ayah. 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits. 19 points of damage.
He's going to do it again. Damn.
Ooh.
No, he's not. He's going to frown and make a wisdom save. And continue to fail it.
These things are still very unsettling. It's keeping you off guard.
Do not like.
Number 2 is going to turn around towards Sasuke and attempt to attack him. Take a bite out of him. That is a 23 to hit Sasuke. Alright. That's not right. That's 12 points of damage as it takes a chunk out of Sasuke. Agni Kai, it is now your turn once again.
What roll did I have to make so I wouldn't be frightened anymore?
Wisdom save.
Okay. Can I do that now? Or should I?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't
go
think
ahead.
I did. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I gave you the symbol either. Yeah, you're good.
Can I use that nat 20 on something else? Fuck.
Not too late, no take backsies.
Ugh, okay. Well, I'm gonna attack this one. It's like right behind me. Because why the fuck not? I'll move around so I'm flanking it. And... well...
17 hits. So for 15 points of damage. Agni, you notice as you shake off the fear and you look towards the creature beside you now. As you're taking the swing, you see the tendrils that were previously cut by Azra's thrown dagger were mending themselves together before you hit it.
Ooh, that's not good. Okay. Oh,
You doing anything else?
yeah, I'm gonna bonus action healing word because I think Azra needs it.
All right, roll the heal.
Nice.
10 health.
Wow.
All right, Arya, is now your turn. That's fine. So 12 points for the first attack. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, it's a straight roll, so you can only take the first. Oh, I haven't had you guys roll. Yeah, no, you're right. Which one are you attacking? 2 or 3 then? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 12 points of damage. All right. Doesn't, yeah, and then 9. Okay, it's a wisdom save.
What would it be?
I believe so. Yeah, no, it's not a ranged attack. It's a save. That's an 18 wisdom save. What's your DC? Okay, so it succeeds and it takes no damage from Toll the Dead. You doing anything else in your turn? Alright, number 1 is going to ignore you, Vaughn, and head towards the Sasuke zombie. You can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Sure. Ian's figured this out, but Vaughn has no idea. Dude, this fucking thunderstorm line is insane. Nope, Vaughn misses.
Alright, it's going to take its 3 attacks against Sasuke. That is a 19, 19, and a 15. Yeah. They all hit? Oh, just the first 2 then? Yeah. And Sasuke will take 17 points total of slashing damage. 17. Calypso's turn comes back up and he goes, I feel like you're a bit distracted. Perhaps we'll talk about this later. He is going to let out a... One second. He is going to let out a blight on number 4. Number 4 has to roll a con save. So 17. That's a fail. And 88 necrotic. As number 4 takes 36 points of necrotic damage. Okay, that's Calypso's turn. Back up to you, Ezra.
Okay, he's going to whip his Whisper's dagger at number 3.
Okay. 14 does not hit.
Damn you. Alright. I can't remember. Hold on. Let me just look up dual wielder really quick because I can't remember if you have to land a hit for it. I think he can with a bonus action. So he's going to bonus action. Whip another.
Alright. 18 hits.
That's going to get sneak attack on it because he's within Mr. Guy Stanley.
And that's on number 3?
That's on number 3, yeah.
You guys finally hit number 3. Alright. And the dagger pops back to your belt.
Yeah, he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to be there.
Okay. Number 3 is going to... Let me roll to see what he does. Number 3 begins turning and sprinting. Yes, he does. $27 does hit. 13 points. Okay. As you start kind of running backwards, you hear the sound of footsteps tracing their way the path that you took, and you see this creature run up and begin to try to slash you. That is that's not a lot. 13, 17, and 16.
None of them hit.
Alright, you hear him coming, and you manage to deflect the first 2 attacks and maneuver out of the way of the third attack, as you see this thing is just ravenous, trying to cut you down. Number 4 is going to turn around towards you, Agni, and attempt to slash you. None of those hit. Okay. Rocky.
Rocky will use punch, I guess. That's all he's got. Wham. Wham. This is on blue 1.
Blue 1, they both hit.
17 bludgeoning, then 14 bludgeoning.
31, nice. As Rocky kind of slams into it, you see part of its rib cage is being held together begin to compact, and as he takes the second hit, he slams it into the ground, kind of crushing it. And you see the tentacles kind of like almost shrivel up like a worm for a second and start like vibrating before they just go taut and stop moving.
Creepy. Alright. He is then... He's gonna go underground as he moves this with Earth Glide. 5, 10 to get underground fully. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Alright, and none of you are scared of number 1 anymore.
Oh, cool.
Alright. Vaughn, it's now your turn.
Alright. Well, screw the zombies. Vaughn's gonna go 5, 10, 15. And with Frostbrand in hand, he's gonna recklessly attack this one. Once and twice.
24 hits. They both hit, yeah?
10 slashing, re-rolling second one. Wow, great, awesome, wonderful.
One
So
more point of damage.
13 and then 12. So
25.
yeah, that's that number.
On number 4, okay. As you run up to it, Vaughn, and you go to slash it, you see some of the tendrils are repairing themselves, but you start cutting them down once again. This thing looks like it's close to teetering.
Gotcha.
It's now number 2's turn. It's going to continue attacking. It's going to try to bite Guy Stanley this time. That is a 21 to hit Guy Stanley. That's 15 points of damage as it sinks its its weird tendrily teeth into Guy Stanley. Agni Kai, is now your turn.
I'm gonna hit number 4 real hard.
Do it.
So that's advantage. Okay.
$18 hits. 19 points of damage total. Yep, it's still standing, but it's very...
The fuck? Kick it in the shin. That's my turn.
Alright, Arya?
After hearing Agni say, kick it in the shin.
Kick it in the shit.
No, she's not gonna kick it in the shin, but she's gonna stab him instead.
That hits. You take out the bone knife. It's got 8 HP. You take out the bone knife and you stab into it, piercing like a bunch of tendrils on the way in. And as you do, you see it shake and vibrate for a second before it just collapses into a pile of bone. That hits. That's on number 2. I'll take the 4 damage, and it was the first one to hit. Okay. And then Mutilator's Cleaver, the 27 hits. Or 28, I guess, because 8 points of slashing. Alright. It's still standing, but they've pretty much cut this thing into multiple pieces. Alright. Calypso's going to start off. He looks towards you, Vaughn. And he says, by chance, Vaughn, have you fought a troll before? It seems these creatures have some sort of regenerative properties, and if you have, maybe a vial of acid or some fire would have stopped them from healing. And that's the end of his turn. Azra, is now your turn.
I definitely thought fire would work. Too bad Azra has no fire abilities. He's gonna whack him. Whack him and smack him. Ow, Samson. That hurt.
29 hits.
Alright.
That was almost a crit.
So close. Okay. He's gonna do that, and then he's gonna bonus action. Where's that dagger? Oof.
Ooh. You go to attack with the second one, but you see it's kind of stepped in place and you don't get the momentum you were looking for.
Alright, and then using mobile, he's just gonna step away.
Alright. It is now this one's turn. It is going to continue running around the corner. You can make that attack of opportunity, Vaughn, with Earth Elemental.
Oh, no, he's underground. He can't.
Oh, poor guy. Alright.
I mean, actually, he's technically 5, like, it's 5 feet, like, he's within 5 feet. Could he punch up out of the ground as he leaves it? That's a question for you.
I would, if he's 5 feet under the ground, he's got tremor sense, so I'd say, because then I could just make Earth Elementals attack you guys without retaliation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say no.
Okay. We could. That would be vicious. That would be vicious.
So that thing's gonna attempt to attack you 3 times, Arya. The highest roll is a 14. Okay, so all 3 miss. Sad day. This guy's dead. It is the Earth Elemental's turn.
Alright, like Yoshimitsu popping up out of nowhere. Whoop! Rocky's gonna pop up and throttle this one.
27, 20. Yep, they all hit, and that is 20 points of damage on number 3.
For 3.
Okay. It still looks fine.
Okie dokie.
Von Scallion.
Vaughn's gonna look over at Calypso. He's like, Did you notice they only seem to be attacking the people who have mud on them? And he's gonna walk over and just destroy this one, maybe.
All right.
1, 2.
They both hit.
17. And I'm gonna fish for more damage on the second one, but nope, I'll keep the original damage. So
This is 25.
25
29,
slashing
32.
plus. Yes,
All right, it's still standing with barely.
that's all Vaughn's got.
Okay, number 2 is going to attempt to bite Sasuke again. That's a 15 to hit. That's its turn. Agni Kai.
Agni is going to walk over here and hit it with her claws. Because why not? But she's gonna stare at Guy Stanley the entire time. Oh, shit. Ignore the advantage.
Well, 30 hits, so. Alright, so you do 19 points of damage, 6 being fire. That's number 2. It is still standing, but it looks like it's having trouble keeping shape and form anymore. And the tendrils that look like they're reconnecting each other are currently burned and can't reconnect anymore.
Cool. That's my turn.
Alright, zombies.
Alright, I'll start with Sasuke again.
We'll just take the 8 because the 8 will kill him.
Why are you taking the 8?
Because he's dead.
Oh, okay. And then Arya's gonna cast Flaming Sphere. Well, she's gonna go here and then cast Flaming Sphere here. That's massive. Thanks.
Alright, you gonna slam it into him?
Hell yeah, I am.
Dexterity save is a 14.
It's against my spell save, right?
Yeah.
That's a fail.
Alright, roll your damage.
I have to double check what the damage is.
2d6 unless you upcast it.
I did not.
Eight points of fire damage. Alright. It is still standing, but you see most of its connective tendrils are falling over. Like its left arm is fallen, it can't connect anymore. Its skull has already hit the floor. The body's just still kind of like wobbly, standing up.
Oh no. Should she bother doing an Arcana check to see what Calypso meant when he was talking at her?
No, he pretty much.
It's what he told Vaughn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is that your turn? Alright. You see Calypso raise his hand. He's like, no, I won't steal the show. Azra?
Azra is going to. That's a fireball that's right next to him, right?
That's a flaming spear.
Sorry, that's what I meant, yes. He's just gonna throw his daggers at the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
12 misses.
Of course. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. Oh,
And
of
12
course.
misses. He gets one more coup de grace.
He's gonna go stand next to Agni.
Alright. The creature is going to turn and attempt to bite you, Vaughn. Let's see if he gets a crit, because that's the only special thing about the bite. Damn it, no. Okay, it doesn't even hit you. That's his turn. Rocky?
Rocky is gonna beat the snout out of him. Womp. Womp.
Alright, how does Rocky want to do this?
Rocky punch.
Alright, Rocky punches him. The body kind of flies through the flaming sphere, ignites, and hits the back wall and just burns.
Hell yeah.
Combat is now over.
Bond's gonna move away from that fire. That fire because he's scared.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
So fun.
Oh, it was so fun. Azra, look, he's like bleeding from the mouth.
That's
This is
what
how-
happened.
This is how most of your combat encounters end.
Yes,
Wow.
you're telling me.
Does anybody else need to take a break? No.
I'm quite refreshed,
Okay.
actually.
All right. I'm very glad you're very refreshed. He's gonna continue along.
Alright, you see as you've kind of struck down those creatures and you begin heading deeper into the cave, the mists begins to dissipate as you guys can see the rest of the cavern in front of you. Let me just reveal it.
Also, did those tentacly things around the skeletons like burn away or dissipate?
No, the ones that didn't get burnt are still there. They're just not moving.
Okay, he just wants to like poke at it to see if it's any kind of similar to the ones they saw earlier. Now that they're not moving.
It does look very similar, yes.
Alright, well. What are these things? Can we take one with us? Can we like. Anybody want a dead tentacly thing?
No,
I
Not
can't
really.
say that I do.
I wanted a fish though.
Vaughn, you want a dead tentacly thing?
Oh, you take it.
Not especially.
Alright, I guess I will take it. Does anybody have something we can put it in? I'll carry it.
I could like eat it and throw it up later.
Fuck.
I don't think that's a very good idea. He'll just kind of, I guess, tie one to his belt for now. He doesn't really want to put it in a bag or anything.
Okay. Sure. You
Just
grab,
like-
you grab some of the tentacle and you wind it up like rope, and then you kind of tie it around your belt in a knot.
Yep, it's just like hanging off of his belt now. Just a dead tentacly thing.
Alright. Let me change the move. Okay, you notice there's like a small stream, like a small little outlet in the cracks in the wall further up where like a waterfall has begun pouring in to make like a small pool. And you see that the cave actually begins to narrow down, going a little bit further.
Alright, Azra's just gonna proceed cautiously, still checking for traps, or for things that pop out of mushrooms, or things that pop out of walls, or things that electrocute you in the water.
Okay, roll me another perception. Okay, so far so good.
Alright. Now, does this water here look any kind of similar to the water from before?
It does, yes, but there's no. It doesn't seem like there's like a platform set up where the water can like overspill. It just seems like it's filling up from the cave wall there.
Does it look like it's also like electrified, like the last one was?
You don't see any eels in it, no.
He's gonna dip his foot in, dip his toe in.
Okay. Some of the mud washes off.
Alright, then he's just gonna cautiously just wash the rest of the mud off of himself.
Alright, you are squeaky clean.
Hey guys, there's some clean water here to wash the mud off. And it doesn't look like it'll hurt you.
Cool. Did that already.
Nothing really happens. You just clean yourself off. As you guys kind of near the end, you see a very large archway and doorway with a large statue guarding the entrance.
Ezra's just gonna turn around.
The statue itself bears the resemblance of a knight in full plate armor. It stands probably about 10 feet tall as it kind of just stands there. Its armor, the armor it's wearing is like a grayish black. And you see kind of depicted on the armor are more of those tendrils, kind of like shaped into the metal. And it's standing there, sword kind of like planted into the base it's standing on, unmoving.
Maybe I could burn the tendrils from here, and then it won't like suddenly wake up and kill us if I approach it.
It's not the worst idea you've ever had.
It's pretty great, right?
Yeah.
What fire spells do I have? 60 feet. Okay. I'm close enough.
Calypso kind of makes his way up and goes, "Are we attacking the statue?"
No. No, we are not.
Oh, good, because that'd be very foolish. Normally you'd see if it was magical first. Then you'd send possibly an unseen server to check it out. If it was pressure activated or presence activated, the servant would activate it and we'd be at a safe distance to blast it.
I mean, we're in a
Go
safe
ahead, do
distance
what you're gonna do.
now.
I mean, I could send Rocky underground. His Earth Glide doesn't disturb whatever he touches, so...
See, clever, using that brain of yours. Good job, Bon. Here's a rock candy.
Ooh, thank you.
I mean, am I technically attacking it if it's a pillar of flame from the sky? We're in a cave. A pillar of flame from the ceiling.
It's clearly placed there in front of the door, some sort of guardian. I mean, we're not stupid here.
Rocky's gonna go underground to investigate.
Alright. Does Rocky come up from the ground, or does he just stay underneath?
Oh, he's seeing if he can tremor sense anything.
Let me double check on that. So he does get slight vibrations coming from the statue.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Interesting. He's gonna peek his head up. And it's just gonna kind of like, like pop out a little bit and just kind of look up with his head.
Okay. You see the eyes on the statue kind of ignite like a green flame. And for a second, it looks like Rocky's having a conversation with the statue.
Ooh.
Can't really hear what they're saying, but it looks like they're conversing.
Okay. Well, I guess when they're done talking, we'll see what happens.
Alright, you see, eventually after probably about 60 seconds or so pass, Rocky turns around and starts heading back to you, Vaughn. You see the eyes in the statue de-ignite, and it goes back to its dormant form.
What do you say, Rocky?
Rocky speaks common, right? We had that thing? That was the thing?
I mean, it has been established he speaks common. It's not on his sheet, but he has spoken common to me in this adventure.
Okay. His intelligence scores a 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, he says, he's guarding the door.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Did he say anything about letting us through?
I asked him if I could go through, and he said no. So I turned around, and came back.
Okay. Well, guys, he's guarding the door, and he said no. We're going through.
Is there another way around?
Well, he asked me why. I didn't have a good reason, so he said no.
Oh. Rocky didn't have a good reason, so I said no.
Is it safe for us to approach the thing and like talk to it ourselves?
I mean, I could try. Go say something. Rocky, shadow me like underground, just in case this goes sideways. Also, I can't guarantee if I get hit really hard, I'll maintain concentration, so you might be going back to the Earth realm at some point.
All right. I kind of want to I picture him with his hands sticking out, and you're standing on them, and he glides you over.
Whoosh. Yup. Bond just nope. As he glides me. Oh no, I hit back. Go forward. Forward.
And you're loaded back in.
God damn it. Really gotta deactivate this macro on my mouse. I'm not used to having a mouse with like side clickers. And oh god. Oh no, the map's glitched out. Everything's green. This is horrible. Load faster. Oh, thank goodness. It was eye-bleedingly terrible.
All right, as you approach the statue, Vaughn, you probably get within about 15 or so feet of it, and you see the eyes light up once more.
Mhm.
And you hear kind of in the back of your head, "What business do you have here?"
I am on a quest to find a jade, half of a jade.
Who sent you?
Calypso, the Dreadlord.
At the utterance of those words, you see the statue kind of like lift up its arms and its legs for a second, and you hear the sound of like stone and metal kind of like cracking and creaking.
Mhm.
It stands up, straightens itself out, turns around, and opens the door.
Oh, thank you. All right. Bond's gonna like turn around and flash a thumbs up to everybody. Holy shit. Sorry, lightning.
Azure just kind of leans over to Ari and he's like, "Is this something we should be doing? This seems very easy."
It seems way too easy, right?
Yeah. Everything up till this point has been unnecessarily difficult.
And like, why is Calypso's name getting us? Like, Calypso, what the frick? Like, he's right here. Like,
I don't know, just keep your eye out then.
Like I mentioned, that was an entire telepathic conversation, so none of you heard that.
Well, we saw that.
Oh,
all I'm
okay.
saying is like he stepped aside so easily.
Okay, then
Yeah.
ignore what I said about Calypso then.
Okay. Calypso leans over and goes, "Your friend Vaughn there has a way with words. A gentleman."
Hey, Bob.
I mean, he's very nice, but everything has been so difficult. It seems
Yeah.
very sketchy.
Alright, is everyone heading through the doors?
Not yet. Agony wants to ask Vaughn a question. Is the statue cool?
I mean,
Like-
yeah, he was alright.
Okay, Agony's gonna turn to the statue. Hey, how are you?
It doesn't say anything. Its eyes are not lit up anymore.
Are you alive? Hello? Hello? She's gonna like tap on it.
You hear the sound of metal clinking against metal. It doesn't seem to be like replying to you or anything like that.
Vaughn, did you kill it?
I think he's just served his purpose. So
Is it gonna like move back in place and lock us in there if we go through the door?
we just kindly ask him to move aside.
But he'll be on the other side and we'll be through the door.
I'll just send Rocky to do it.
Oh, true. Okay, I trust you. Agony's gonna walk through the door.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. If you guys want to take like a 5-minute bathroom break, you can.
Yeah, sure.
Adrian, I fucking healed you.
guys kind of cross the threshold of the archway, the first thing that catches your eyes immediately is a large, large glowing blue sphere at the end of this massive room you've just entered. Encased within this see-through blue sphere is a large stone staircase that seems to lead up to a platform, which houses what looks to be, from you guys are pretty far away, but what looks to be an altar at the end of the platform. Connected to this platform is a bridge on the left side, which leads to what looks to be like another standing tower-like shape. You can't really see what's on top of that, but all around the room there seems to be large broken statues that have probably been torn down with age. A lot of them made of precious metals, coppers, brasses, gold, silvers. They've all kind of slowly either broken, rusted, or just fallen apart. The sort of noxious smell of fumes fills your nostrils as you see what looks to be, you can tell it's not water, at least, but some sort of green flowing liquid that seems to be flowing in different directions all across the room and the floor. There's a lot of rubble and rock kind of scattered all across the floor here. A lot of it looks like at one point it fell from the ceiling, like broken pieces of broken stalagmite and stalactite that have collided with each other and scattered across the floor. Immediately at your feet, there seems to be some sort of like faint painted mural in the center of the room. And at the very end of the room is probably the largest pile of gold and treasure you've ever seen.
Azra feels even more wary seeing that giant pile of treasure.
Totally not suspicious at all.
God, this map is so big. I gotta zoom out.
Calypso kind of looks around and goes, "Isn't this something?" And he begins kind of curiously just looking about and walking around.
Is the jade supposed to be in this room? What's going on?
You want to roll me a perception check?
Sure. This room is massive though, so I don't expect to see very much. Nope.
Off first look, you don't see the jade anywhere.
Did you say what this thing is here?
From your view there, it looks like some sort of altar. Like there's something placed upon it, but you can't see from the angle you're looking at.
Okay. How high up is this staircasey thing?
It probably spans about 80 feet.
Oh, damn. Well, I guess... Wait, where's Agni? I saw where Agni is now. I was just gonna kind of step around some stuff and look around a little bit cautiously.
There's like a small pile of gold on the floor that you see Calypso's kind of like picking through and looking at with his walking stick.
What you doing?
I'm just taking a look around the room. I mean, quite strange, but hey, it's free gold if you wish.
Do you want some free gold?
No, I have no need for money at my age.
What does that mean?
I own an entire city.
I
No
mean,
need for free money.
I kind of own it. It's not a city yet, but it'll be a city eventually. And I feel like we always need money.
You guys are free to like look around and take a look at stuff, walk up the pile. It's up to you.
Just assume Arya's zombies are with her. I just don't want to move all three of them all the time.
That's fine. As you approach her, there's a massive statue in front of you. You can roll a history check with advantage. Looking at the statue itself, it's mostly fallen apart, but you can see the visage of the figure. It is the late great original king of Avexia, made of solid gold. It seems like this entire statue, including the platform it's on, was ripped, but just completely ripped straight from the ground and brought here. As like the base of the statue is kind of like unlevel because there's still rock that was torn from wherever it came from is at the bottom.
Where'd I go? Oh.
One does not just walk through a blue barrier.
There's a blue barrier? Where?
Whoops. Right there.
Oh, okay. That's fine then. I'll go this way.
That was my bad. It was on GM layer, so it still looked like an opaque.
Actually, can I touch the barrier then?
Yeah, you can. You place your hand upon it, and for a second, it feels like something is peering into your mind, and you hear the sound of like voices kind of whispering. And then roll me a perception check. It sounds like a bunch of voices are talking all at once, and it's kind of hard to keep track, but you hear kind of like right near the end as all the voices kind of like collide into one voice, you just hear them say, "Not this one." And then the voices stop.
Do they stop even though I'm still touching the barrier?
Yeah, it sounded like for a second they were all talking over each other all at the same time, and then they eventually sounded like they came to a conclusion when they said that, and then the voices just stopped.
Okay, Agni's gonna try talking to the weird voices. Like, what do you mean not this one?
You attempt to like communicate back, but it doesn't sound like whatever way of communication you were trying to attempt is going through.
Huh. Then she'll go. Sorry.
Vaughn, what are you doing?
Vibing. No, I mean he's kind of staying back. He sees everyone poking around. He's, not trying to stir the pot, as it were. Maybe hanging out with Calypso.
Okay, Calypso kind of makes his way back to you, and he goes, "Say, Vaughn, what do you think this painting on the floor is of?"
What do you mean painting on the floor?
He points down. You see, it's hard to see from your direction, but he's like, I've traced my way across, and it seems like it resembles some sort of maybe creature. I see a tail, 2 legs, and a head at the front there.
Tail, 2 heads, and a leg. Wait.
Two legs and one head.
2 legs. Okay, 2 legs, 1 head.
Or they could be wings, possibly.
Yeah, I was gonna say wings. This seems kind of like something dragon related. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I was thinking that too, but I don't think a dragon would keep its stash in an abandoned mountain like this, unless it were dead, but it would have been plundered years ago. This doesn't make much sense.
Well, the dragon could still be alive.
If that were true, I would have seen it in my studies, since I've been watching the mountain, and I've yet to see a dragon.
Maybe he's just a very good at hiding dragon. I mean, you're a magical dragon born. Maybe it's a magic dragon.
That could be possible. I'm gonna go take a look at that blue sphere up there. Would you care to join me?
Of course. Vaughn will go with Calypso.
As this is happening, Azra, what are you doing?
I was muted, so I lost Vaughn.
Nice.
He's just checking out the statue over here.
Okay, that one there, it's It's made of a mixture of bronze and copper, and you see it is bejeweled. There are like jewels in it, as well as jewels kind of scattered all across the floor at your feet.
I just want to. What is this? If he can see it from far away.
What is what?
The top right corner.
That looks like a. It's pretty much a waterfall, but this brownish green liquid is pouring from it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was all grass. Never mind.
Oh,
Okay,
it does
then
kind of
he's
look like grass, yeah.
yeah. He's just gonna go up to it then and just like look into it, see.
Okay, you see the
Smell
flowing
it.
water. It smells awful, like it burns your nostrils. It is caustic and bubbling.
Ugh. Does
It's
not like that.
It is definitely just taking a look at it. Roll me a medicine check.
Oh, he's super great at medicine checks. Oh, that wasn't a bad roll.
It is definitely poison in nature.
Okay, he's just gonna relay that to the others through the sending stone.
What do you think through the sending stone?
As all this is happening, Vaughn, you see Calypso kind of reach the blue sphere, and he takes a look at it for a second, and you see he goes to cast a spell, and then he pulls back for a second, and he looks a bit confused. He's like, well, that's not possible.
What's wrong?
Well, firstly, this magic is about on par with mine, and I've yet to see that in quite a while. Vaughn, do you have that jade upon you?
I believe so. I think Bond's the one with the jade, right?
I think so. Would you mind if I took a look at that for a second?
Sure, Calypso. Also, Calypso, and Bond says, "Are you sure, like, you've never, like, been here before? Or anything?"
He looks a bit distracted by the sphere, and he's like, I don't believe I have, but there are certain familiarities with this whole situation.
You're, because when I said that I was here for you, or I was here, like, on your behest, the statue moved to the side for me. Like it was expecting you.
He looks at you for a second and kind of like, he looks lost in thought, and he looks back to you and he says, well, I am powerful and my presence is known widely. I assume maybe that's probably why he let me in. He let us all in. And he'll take the jade from you and study it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looks towards the barrier and he puts his other hand on it, and you see his eyes begin to glow blue. And he steps through the portal, and you see him kind of like slowly begin to levitate and make his way up the stairs.
He was able to pass through?
Yeah, it almost looked like he was pulled through, and he was pulled up the stairs, like he was being pulled up by his chest almost. And you see him get to the top of the altar, and as he does, you see his right arm raise with the jade and slowly put it inside.
Bond's gonna see if he can have Rocky. He's gonna see if this is a dome or a sphere, and be like, "Hey, Rocky, see if you can trail him."
Okay. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, sure. Rocky's able to kind of make his way up the mountain to about here. As he does, you guys see a bright light kind of like explode out in a shockwave from the top. And you see, who's closest here? Agni, to your left, that tower area over here, where the bridge connects. You see it begin to glow like a red hue. And Azra, Vaughn, and where'd Arya go? I cannot find Arya. Oh, there you are. You guys see what looks to be a large red hue, and then a red light kind of lift its way up to the top of the platform, and the red light disappears, and you see somebody appear in its stead. One second. It's gonna be hard to see, so I'm just gonna. If you guys look to the right of the map, I'll show you tokens. Did that?
I knew that guy.
It looks like a possible zombie skeleton thing with hair.
That is. Fuck, what's his name again? Darius Crowclaw.
Who?
Oh.
You don't know who
remember
that
this
is.
name.
He is one of the barons in the Baron state opposite Calypso. He's the guy who hired the party for one of their first jobs.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that
How's
guy.
he doing?
Hmm.
I'm guessing not well.
You see him kind of like appear in midair and fall to his knees for a second. He runs over to the edge. And you guys kind of clearly see his face. He looks a bit disoriented and confused, and he's like, What is going on here? And he looks up and he goes, Calypso, no! And as the Jades connect, you see him kind of walk backwards and stumble and fall off to the backside here as the Jades begin to spin in formation and merge above the platform, and a massive green light shoots through the ceiling. And there's now a pillar of light shining through.
Rocky, try to grab the jade.
You see the room begin to shake before the shaking stops. And the last thing all of you see, Agni, you see this very well, is the form of Darius Crowclaw begin to enlarge and grow. And standing in his place now is an adult green dragon. And we're going to end the session here. So Ian can get some sleep.
Vaughn is so confused right now.
I think we're all very confused right now. Dude just fucking turned into a dragon in here.
Why'd you give them the jade?
Because it was gonna happen anyway.
Mm-hmm. Also, the last thing you guys see, that light, that pillar of light kind of flying into the ceiling, there is a sort of black greenish cloud that is forming at the end of that light on the ceiling.
In the sky?
There is no sky out here, there's a ceiling.
Oh, I thought it broke through the ceiling. Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a black cloud forming where the pillar is hitting the ceiling.
Okay.
Sounds bad.
That's the end of the session.
Sounds poisonous.
Cool.
This is such a giant map.
Good. We got room to run.
There's too much room to run.
Actually, just so I don't have to do it later, as you see the massive claw make its way on top of the tower, and you now see the adult green dragon kind of make its way up, and Darius is nowhere in sight. You see, tearing its way out of this black cloud, you see a set of two black claws. As a black shadow dragon begins to make its way into the room as well, from this now discovered portal.
Wait, where is it?
The black fog on the ceiling.
Oh, okay. I was looking on the map.
This is fine. We're friends with dragons.
And then I'll continue it next week or whatever, 2 weeks from now.
Okay. Oops.
Never fought a shadow dragon before. I'm very excited.
Do you guys see the tokens I revealed on the right side?
I only see one.
What the hell?
I only see.
There's a giant
Calypso.
Calypso.
There's a giant Calypso. That's all I can see.
Maybe not on the map.
That would probably do it.
How about now?
Nope.
Nope.
What the hell? That's very annoying. I put them there so you can see what the tokens are. How about now?
Nope.
So weirdly enough, I can see like map, like the line, like the grid now. Like there was blocks where it's just all black, but now it's grid. But all I see is Calypso.
I'm very confused because the tokens are there. Wait, I know.
There we go. I see a dragon
Oh,
now.
okay.
I see the other dude, the
Alright.
shadow dragon.
There we go. That's the end of the session.
I just want to make it worse.
Sorry?
Just want to end it with so many freaking dragons.
I mean, there's 2 empty more spots. Maybe there's 2 dragon tokens there too.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm hype. Oh, fuck. My rampage has ended. Pete broke out a mega tank. No, not mega tank, a neo tank.
Alright, thanks for playing, guys. I had the whole thing set up, and then it's been like a month, so I completely forgot what it was. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to actually write it down this time.
Cool. Look forward to that.
Yep. So, yeah, thanks for playing.
Thanks for DMing.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Jam, should we raid Misocrats?
Yes. Why not?
Alright.
She's probably cussing somebody out.
Oh, I was muted. My bad. Thanks for hosting. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Thanks for being here, Peter. We're gonna go raid me and Jam's friend, Misocrats. She is playing a game, Street Fighter 5. So yeah, we'll see y'all later. Good night. Bye. Right now.